So yesterday we read 14 Cows for America, or the first half, and we were focusing on looking at unfamiliar words and using our context clues to determine the meaning of those words. And today we're going to finish 14 Cows for America, but today we're going to focus on the author's purpose. So what was the reason that they chose to write it, and what did they want us to take away from it? So this is the second part of 14 Cows for America. Now, yesterday we left off where Camelli was describing the tragic event that happened in New York City on 9/11. It said, buildings so tall they can touch the sky, fires so hot they can melt iron, smoke and dust so thick they can block out the sun. I really like the words that he uses to describe it for his villagers. The story ends. More than 3,000 souls are lost. A great silence falls over the Maasai. Camelli waits. He knows his people. They are fierce when provoked, but easily moved to kindness when they hear of suffering or injustice. I think about things that happened over the summer, and I know there was a lot of negative things and hateful things, but I also saw a lot of communities coming together. So I made a connection there, just things that I saw over the summer. He's obviously been impacted. He looks very sad. At last, an elder speaks. He is shaken, but above all, he is sad. What can we do for these poor people? Nearby, a cow lows. Heads turned toward the herd. To the Maasai, Camelli says softly, the cow is life. Turning to the elders, Camelli offers his only cow, Encaris. He asks for their blessing. They give it gladly, but they want to offer something more. The tribe sends word to the United States Embassy in Nairobi. In response, the embassy sends a diplomat. His jeep jounces along the dusty, rugged roads. He is hot and tired. He thinks he's going to meet with Maasai elders. He cannot be more wrong. As the jeep nears the edge of the village, the man sits up. Clearly, this is no ordinary diplomatic visit. This is a ceremony. Hundreds of Maasai greet the American in full tribal splendor. At the sight of the brilliant blood-red tunics and spectacular beaded collars, he can only marvel. I don't think he can believe what he sees. It is a day of sacred ritual. Young warriors dance, leaping into the air like fish from a stream. Women sing mournful songs. Children fill their bellies with milk. Speeches are exchanged. And now it is time. Camelli and his people gather on a sacred knoll, far from the village. The only sound is the gentle chiming of cowbells. The elders chant a blessing in Ma as the Maasai people of Kenya present. Do we know what they're presenting? 14 cows for America. And I love the illustrations. If you look closely into his eye, you can actually see the Twin Towers. He's thinking back to that tragic day. Because there is no nation so powerful it cannot be wounded, nor a people so small they cannot offer mighty comfort. Now I think about that because they told us earlier how important the cows were to the Maasai people and just how treasured they were. So I know that they were deeply moved and saddened by what happened on 9/11, and they didn't have to. They didn't have to give the United States those 14 cows, which is life to them. It provides food and keeps their families alive. They didn't have to do that, but they felt that they needed to be generous and to make sure that we knew, that the United States knew, that they weren't alone and that there were people that were thinking about them and caring about them.